Here is a big tip for you when you are doing your social media. Make sure that you are targeting the audience for the network that you're going to. So with the social media suite from simplybefound.com, you can actually have that piece of content. So if you're following all my guides and everything from how we create content, where we start with a video and then we break it down into social media posts, break it into an actual blog post, and follow that entire marketing piece. And once you get in there and you start writing it, you got to remember that someone's mindset is different when they're on Facebook versus when that same person might be on LinkedIn versus when they're on TikTok versus when they're on Pinterest or Twitter or X, if you're going to call it what it is now, or however you're looking at it. But you have different mindsets that you're there. So you want to make sure you're tweaking your post to where you have that content out. Now you can have that same post, so it's that same campaign type of piece, and where you have it, and then you can break it out into each network. So you can say, okay, here's my main content. Here's what's going out to Facebook is usually the first one I start with. And I tweak it a little bit to go out to the next network and next network. So then when I schedule it, they all go at the same time and they're all going out. I can put the right tags in there and I can have the right hashtags in all that pieces, but I can go through and I can have it customized to where it matches that network. This comes in real big handy, like when you're doing Google Business Profile, when you're doing your posts on there, you want to make sure that you are not putting any contact information. You can have contact information over on Facebook, but over on Google Business Profile, you can't have anything that's a contact information. It might be a website address, might be a phone number. You don't want any of that because that can actually get you banned or get you suspended inside of your Google Business Profile if you're doing that. So keep that in mind as you're going through each network and as you're doing it, but you can actually break that content down and put it into multiple different sections to where it's going to make it a lot simpler for you to be able to edit that information and be able to process that information. And if you're following our game plans whatsoever, you know that I start with that YouTube video. I then break it down into a blog, then I break it down into all my social media posts, and that's how we end up getting content. And a lot of times, my content comes from real life scenarios. And this is probably where one of the biggest things that I see business owners say is, hey, guess what? I don't know what kind of content to put out there. I don't know what to be saying. I don't know how I should be handling this. I don't know. I don't have time to be able to write that. Well, when you start with that video piece, now you can talk about a problem you just solved. I just solved, fixing XYZ tire on the side of I-25 versus this if you're an auto mechanic. Well, now you just did a video about that. Then you turned it into a blog. Then you turn it into that social media piece. That's going to help you be able to utilize that content and based on something that you actually did. Because when you start to feed all this information over into your social media channels, that's going to help you inside of voice search. It's going to help you inside of local SEO because now you're giving the search engines or the search algorithms more information to be able to work from. And a lot of people think that, hey, guess what? I'm going to register. Now I'm going to be found on voice search and I'm going to be found in all these places. Well, it's going through and it's confirming. It's looking for the best solution it possibly can to solve its customer's problem. So when that person comes in to use that device, when that person comes in there, it's going through and trying to get all the data points. And you got to remember, everything is a big, huge, giant web and everything is connected together when it comes into everything for organic SEO. Nothing is overnight. So your social media is a huge piece to be able to have in there. So dividing that out and being able to conquer that and having it go to each of those sections is going to still be your best practice. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comment section below. I want to hear what you think and what's working best for you. And again, my name is Rob. I'm one of the co-founders here at simplybefound.com. If you're not already a member, come check us out. We do things a little bit different over here, and we like to keep marketing super simple and super straightforward. Thanks and have a great day.